Welcome to this tutorial. It's more of a how I made this track than it is a tutorial, but it just gives you a bit of an insight into how I make the tracks I'm putting out. So I'm going to put this into two parts because it ended up quite lengthy. So this is part one of how I made this beast. Okay, so I'm just going to break down the full track. It's called Moon Mice, and it's on the page. You can find it. There's little mice sat on a piece of cheese. So here we go. So we'll start off. We've got a kick. Good way to start. Let me just turn these off here. We've got a kick. It's a fairly short, punchy kick. It's from the EDM Tips pack. There you go. We've got a bit of EQ, 96, and I've rolled off 48 with the trick of. Let me just go through that trick. So if you get a kick here, I'll just copy that. Alright, there's your kick. Alright, you get your EQ, and if you put a Q on it, you'll find where it makes the most boom. And for me, it's that there, 48 hertz. So drop it out at 48 hertz, and then double that figure, which comes to 96, and push it at 96. And you could carry on doing this all the way through. So take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. It's just a trick I learned off Zen World. It seems to work very well with kicks. So there you go, that's what I've done with that. Get rid of this. We've got, so let's go kick and bass first. So the kick is there. I've also sent the kick to its own bus. So it's just got it's got an extra bit of oomph. I've put a compressor on it. Set it to mono. I always set my kicks to mono. Bit of EQ taken out 500 hertz. That's in mono. Gain plug-in to put it in mono. Don't know why I did that. It's just habit. There you go. So then your bass is here. And that is a patch from Serum from some Frankie Wah presets I've got. I'll put a link in the description to where I got those presets from, so if you want them, you can get them. I have tweaked it slightly. I've messed with the waveforms, the pitch of the oscillators, the blend, mess with the envelopes a little bit, cut off. Just basically have a play about till you get the sound you want. There you go. So that's that. It's got a Nicky Romero on it, making up some side chain. And a gain plug-in to make it mono. Alright, and then that is coupled with some sub bass. obviously here I've rolled off some of the top end. It didn't seem to be too boomy in that area. Probably take a bit more out. Let's put these back on. That's better. That's what I've done. That's got a kickstart on it. It's got a bit of EQ rolling off everything apart from that bottom. So sub bass is there. I've got this big impact here, which is from Drums for the Big Screen, Loop Masters, some crashes. I've got this snare that I've made in battery. And this time around I've bounced everything to audio. Got some delay claps. They don't come until later. More delay claps. Yeah, they're all later on. Stereo clap, which is made in battery again, using two claps of similar nature, panned left and right, so that you get a stereo image. Then we've got a classic skip here. Again, that's from battery, and it just comes in. Yeah, we've got some classic hats here. And they're short hats, battery again. I think this is from the Techno Wagner kit. Later on, some longer hats come in over here, and a shaker. At the bottom here you've got a couple of drum loops that I've used. I'm not sure where they're from. And then we come to the lead. So these pink ones are audio, and they're from the same as this. So I've bounced them and I've put effects on them. You got a flanger and a ring shifter. That's got nothing on it. That's got nothing on it. They're just to beef it up. So the lead is from that Frankie Wah, I think. But I've tweaked it. So I've messed with the settings to make the sound I want. And it's playing a chord, I believe. Yes. It's just playing the fifth. So it's an E minor chord, but I'm not playing the third. It's just the E, another E, a B, which is the fifth, another B, and the same with the others. And that's like a little riff, and I've done it. Also, it plays the fifths to beef it up a bit. I've got another one underneath, same sound but with some delay on it. And all together they sound like this. It's got a kickstart on it, rolled off a bit, and it's through CLA vocals to give it some extra oomph, bit of delay.